So when a person says that divorce is not an option, they are being manipulative because they are letting you know that they are going to become lazy and they are going to be selfish. And you need to recognize that red flag and get out of that relationship as quickly as possible. Let me give you an example from my own life. So I was with a young lady during the dating process. We had sex 5-6 times a week. It didn't matter that she was working. Didn't matter how tired she was. She was never tired. We went out on a Tuesday simply because it was Tuesday. We went out on a Wednesday because it was a Wednesday. Wednesday wind down downtown Atlanta during that time frame was lit, as they say. We had a great time, a lot of fun. Every time I had my kids, and back then my kids were small, so I would get my kids every other weekend and week-long breaks and alternating weeks during the summer, and she was interactive with my kids the whole time. And the whole time she was saying, divorce is not an option. We get married, divorce is not an option. And here I am thinking in the way that most of you would think divorce is not an option as people mean it. That no matter what we come up against, I'm willing to work through it. I'm willing to fight for this relationship because that's what I believe the person was saying. But then after we got married, all of a sudden, Wednesday wind down, no, I'm too tired. Going out on a Thursday just because, no, I'm too tired. Having sex Monday through Friday, oh no, I'm too tired. I need Friday to recuperate and Saturday we can, and then Sunday I got to prepare myself to go back to work. Okay, let's work through it. Let me build up my company so that you don't have to work. Since your parents made you take on the career that you took, I'll make it so that you don't have to work. And you can go and explore yourself. If you want another career, you can have another career. If you don't ever want a career, I don't care. I find out that when my kids are with us, you're not interacting with them as you used to. Oh, let them play games all day. And then once, about 10 minutes before I get home, all of a sudden you're in their face. Yeah, my kids told on you. All these things changed. And when I started bringing them to bear, the divorce was not an option became another comment that was being made. We went to counseling. All right. In the counseling, found out that you just realized that you just weren't that person. Said it yourself. That's just not the person that I thought I was going to be when I got married. I can respect that. You thought you was going to be a certain way. When you get married, it turns out that you're not. So why are we together? Because that's not what I signed up for. So I learned from that when someone says divorce is not an option, although there may be a few that truly mean it in the framework of they will be willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that this relationship works, that in most cases, and after interviewing 50, 60 different other people who were saying the same thing, what it turned out is that this person, or that people who say that, are simply saying that once I get you, once I've shown you everything that you have said that you desired, demonstrated it, I can stop doing it. And then once I stop, you still have to stay with me. Never again. Never again. Because that's entrapment. That's basically entrapment. I'm going to trap you into this relationship and you now have to stay with me regardless of what I do. I can become physically abusive. I can become mentally abusive. I can disregard your intimacy levels. I can disregard your fun. I can disregard your commitment to other people, i.e. my children. I can disregard your commitment to your family. I don't have to do any of those things anymore because now I have you. I can separate you from your friends. I can separate you from your family. I can separate you even from your children. You still have to stay with me. You need to realize that divorce is always an option. And after that experience, I would tell people, divorce is always an option. I would tell a woman in the first week of knowing them, you need to understand that divorce is an option. Because these are the things that I know I desire in a relationship, that I desire in a partner, I desire in a companion. I desire in a lover. I desire in someone who's going to build with me. And if you're not able to maintain that, sustain that, I'm not going to stay there. Why would I stay with a woman who I cannot have fun with? All I'm going to start doing then is going to have fun by myself or go to have fun with someone else. Why would I stay with a woman who's not going to satisfy me sexually? I will go out, either I'm going to divorce you or I will go out and find my sexual satisfaction somewhere else. But because of the guilt of that, I will just go out and divorce you. Because I'm not staying in a situation where now I got to sit up here with blue balls and as a married man masturbate because you decided that now you only want to have sex once a week. That math ain't mathing. 52 days out of 365, that math just don't math. And then with my family and my friends and my children, you want to separate me from them? You don't want to participate with them? But you want me to participate with your family? Nah, doesn't work that way. I implore anybody out there who is with someone and this is what you're getting. And time has went by. You've went to counseling. You've worked on it. You've had coaching. You've done everything. The conversation, y'all are going through it. But the person is demonstrating that they're just not going to be the person that got you. Why are you spending the rest of your life unhappy? Why are you spending the rest of your life with a misery that you've just gotten used to? Life is too long and too short to deal with that type of situation. I don't care if we've been together for 20 years, 30 years. If you all of a sudden decide you want to be somebody else, then you can go be somebody else by your damn self. But what do you guys think? And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.